Good morning and welcome to Johnny's Cottage this morning. Lovely to be back. This morning I'm making a Johnny's Cottage soda bread, and I already have one done to show you when I show you how to do this one. I already have one done in the oven to be able to show you the soda bread when it's done. So I'll start with 1 pound of 1 pound, which would be 1 pound of plain flour. This is for the soda bread, right? So again, I'm just going to sieve it in here, just a little bit of a sieve, right? Good morning to everyone. Anyway, I'll just keep talking when I'm trying to just get this done. Why sieve? I don't know, but look, I just do what we always did. Just sieve it, and again, just get that in here into the bowl. And the ingredients are so simple for this, and you can literally make this in minutes. The one I made, of course, when there was no camera on me, I had it made in seconds, but not now, because I want to do it to show you exactly. So yeah, to sieve that anyway. Now I haven't got a proper, I've just this is the best sieve I have at the moment, but trust me, I'll get one, because I wouldn't be doing it every day. Now I already had some of it done already, to be totally honest with you, but I just threw an extra bit of flour into it to make sure that the measurements were right. So a pound of flour, a pound would be, I don't know how many, what would you say that would be in kilograms? I'm in the old-fashioned way as well, but I have it here, I suppose. Hold on, if I look, probably I'll get it. No, I'll get it. Do you know what I'll do? The minute I finish with this, I'm going to put the measurements and the ingredients up for you. The very minute I finish, so that I won't forget it. So yeah, that's the flour, because I already had some of it done already. Being totally honest about it, I had. So yeah, so that's done. And then I have, that's plain flour now. When you because you use plain flour. You use plain flour, buttermilk, when you're using the plain flour. If you have self-raising flour, you can use ordinary milk. With the buttermilk is the best way to make it. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to sieve this now at all. But again, I'm going to put the same amount. This is brown coarse flour. It's wholemeal flour that I'm making this morning. So I'm just going to measure it here again. To make it the same, I'm going to put the same into it as the white flour. So again, it would be the same as the white flour. So it's the very same amount. So yeah, that's going in here now as well. So now we're finished with that, and I'm just putting that in here. Okay, just like that. Now, a very good ingredient for this we have to use is bread soda. It's great for, bread soda is great for lots and lots of things. It's great for baking and cooking. The reason they say, no, be very careful with this. I have watched, and I've tested this out a few times myself, not to overload the bread soda. And always put it on your hand like that, so that there's no lumps in it, right? Make sure there's no lumps in it, because it wouldn't be nice, you have to make sure that there's no lumps whatsoever in it. So again, that's my bread soda. Now a little pinch of salt, which I thought I had. Now I always put a little bit of this as well. It's dried baking powder. It's what I always use it. It's just baking powder. So again, just a small little bit of this as well. And I do the same here, just in case there's any lumps in it. Like that. Okay, put that in. And I'm just looking for a tiny pinch of salt. Now I know I had it up here. That's what happens when you go live. So we have to get some salt, and I will have to go looking for it. 1 second, please. So sorry about that. Now again, a tiny pinch of salt, just a little pinch of salt. Okay. Now, some people use a little bit, that we have a back for this better. Some people use a little bit of sugar, right? Now, you see the amount of sugar I have here to less than a teaspoonful. I'm just putting that in, that's that much, that's it. You know, once you do things in moderation and use them in moderation, there's no problem. Now, the old-fashioned way was we always used butter or margarine, and we kneaded it. You know, that was the old-fashioned way. But the new way of doing it is, and I find it's a way better, is first of all, I use the spoon now, right? And I'll keep stirring this for a second, and I'll tell you, this is so simple. That's all the ingredients that goes into it now, apart from a tablespoon and a half of virgin olive, any kind of olive oil, any olive oil, but I happen to have the extra virgin olive oil here. They use that instead of the butter or the margarine, because you know you're putting your hands into it, and if your hands are warm, it's taken away from the bread. So the less contact you have with the flour, the better, the nicer the loaf of bread. So again, now I'm going to stir that around very well there. I hope you can see it, and give it a good old stir there, like that. And then I have a tablespoon here, and I'm going to put just into the middle, in here, right into the middle, before I put in my buttermilk. I'm going to put a little a tablespoon and a half of my olive oil here, like this. Maybe a good tablespoon will do. You know, we'll just use that. Okay, that's all you have to do, and that's instead of kneading it with. I remember my mum. She used to be kneading it, and I don't, you know, being honest about it, the more I learn about it, and the more I did it, you don't have to do that at all. So this is the buttermilk. Of course, we're keeping it local as well. That's our own Lee Strand butter, our buttermilk here that we have in Tralee. And again, now you probably have to use maybe. Hang on, I'll just make sure. I'm just putting a pint into that, and if I need more, I can add it to it, right? So again, now all I have to do now is add this into the center here, like this, right into the center. About this much. We just give it this much for a start off. Again, start from the kind of inside here, and you know, to try and to let the air get at it. Now I definitely have to put more buttermilk in that, 100%. So again, plenty buttermilk. Now you like I like a nice kind of I like it not too dry, but a nice consistency. So like this, I'll show you now in a minute. They say it's a lot easier if you put less and add more, rather than if you put too much and you're trying to dry it out. So that's why I'm being a little bit careful on this one this morning for you. Now, they're the ingredients that goes into making a homemade brown bread. Now, another little bit here. Again, it normally takes about the pint of buttermilk to make a cake, a homemade cake like this, about this size. Now, okay, definitely enough in this anyway, that's a guarantee. So, yeah. Now again, I'm going to try and show you here. That's what it is. Now, the less you handle that, the better. Now, I'm just thinking there that I might add a small little piece of, just a little bit of flour, just to the sides of it, just to make sure that it, that I get it off the sides as well before I take it out of the bowl and prepare it to go into the oven. Now there's a little secret in this when I go to put it together. When now a lot of people do it inside in the bowl, and they prepare it inside and they kind of give it a little bit of a shake. But I like to put it on the table because I like to be able to see what I'm actually doing with it. Again, I'm one of those people that have to see everything. very visual. So I'm just going to take it over there for a second and just make sure that this place is dry. And again, a nice little bit of flour here, just on the table. Take this out of the way. I don't need that now. I don't need any of those ingredients now because I've all of those done. Now I was going to do some scones this morning, but you know something? I didn't. But if you want to do scones, all you have to do, the very same recipe, is when all the ingredients are dry, I would put an egg and just the dried fruit first, and then put an egg into it as well if I was making scones. Now, as you can see here now, I'm putting this right on here, on here, and that's the consistency that I like. Again, just get every little piece out, every little bit out, and again, I can put that over there, out of my way, and again, a little bit of flour, so that to try and get. Now, this is very important as well. When you're handling this, because you do have to handle it a little bit, from the outside in like that. I'll just take these out of our way here so we can see. From the outside in, just like that. Look, treat it with love and kindness. You know, just like that. Not too much, as long as you, it's the warmth of your hands to try and not to handle it too much. As I said, it's all about. Now, don't mind because it's like that, that's not a problem, because we can turn that upside down and it doesn't make any difference anymore. So yeah, just like that. Again, a little bit of flour on top of it here to get it together. Of course, I'll tell you in a second once I get this in. Always have your oven on first. Make sure your oven is right and it's fine and hot. That was another little thing that I learned to throw. I always put on the oven to about 180, but now I put it on to 200 to make one of these. It depends on the size. The one I put in this morning, I put in at 9 o'clock and I took it out about quarter to 10. So about 3/4 an hour. But if you know whether it is done or not, and I'll be able to tell you that in a second. Again, now as I said, keep it like that, just nice and, just like that. Now I have in the oven here, I have the tray ready for this one, and I put some flour on that, just like that. Plenty, don't be afraid to put a little bit of flour and mix it well. It's very hot now, so I'm not going to burn my hands with that. So what I have to do is I just have to, I just put it into the oven. Now, so yeah, again, some people put a little bit of oil or margarine, it doesn't matter, a bit of butter, anything at all in the bottom. But look, I just said I do this morning. And again, as I said, I put this underneath it here for 2 minutes so that I won't burn the old tablecloth. And again, have to lift this up. This now could be a bit of a nightmare, but it's going to happen anyway. So on there, I put it like that. And again, just to make sure that I put it together just nice and neat, nice and light, without handling it too much. That's the secret to it. So that's it done. Now, we make the sign of the cross. Down, 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 down. So we make the sign of the cross, right? And go right deep into it. Don't be afraid just to hit the top of it, to cut the top of it. Go right down into it like that, okay? And right across here as well, okay? And always, I don't know why they did it, but give it a little tug there, two little dips there on each side. That's what I do, and there, okay? Now some people might like to put the white of an egg or a drop of milk, brush it on top of it. Some people do that, but I just didn't do it this morning. So I'm just putting it into the oven like that. Okay, that will take now, as I said, I have the oven on 200, and I put it in for between 45, maximum 50 minutes. So, and I put it into the middle of the oven as well, the middle of my oven here, which is in, and there it is. And now I show you this one. This one is still very hot, and you have to take it out of the oven while you go. And this is what it looks like. Again, you have choices. You can put a little, maybe a drop of milk or a drop of something, to make it maybe a little bit kind of shiny if you want, if that's what you want. But I didn't do anything like that this morning. But what I'm going to do now, which I shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it for you, is just cut the bread. One second now, I have a knife here. Okay. Cut the bread and let you see what it's like when I cut it. 1 minute now. And I'll take these out of your way so that I can see you. Okay. Now I just cut. Now you, by right, you should leave this go cold before you cut it, but this is hot. But I just wanted to let you know, I just want to let you see what it looks like when it's baked. Oh my God, that's beautiful. 1 second on. As you can see, the steam is still coming out of it. It's so hot. Now, what I do here is I'll just get a little small plate here. Just a small little plate. And I will just slice it here for you. Again, I'll have to get a little chopping board here, which I have here at hand. Now that is absolute. Now it's too hot, but I don't mind. I have to do it for you. I just want to show you what it looks like because it's so hot. But normally I wouldn't touch this until it's cold. Now I'm going to put it in here for you, like this, and I'm going to put some Lee strand butter on it. Again, perfect. Lee strand butter, like that. As you can see, the butter is practically melting on it because it's so hot, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I mean that, absolutely lovely. And I have a little bit of marmalade on top of that. My God, music to my ears. And sorry about that. Now, can you imagine having this for breakfast in the morning and having a boiled egg with it, sitting down to breakfast? That's what years upon years ago when we were children, if we were lucky, that's what we had. You mightn't have had the marmalade either. You can put a bit of jam in it, or as I said, you can have a boiled egg. That is absolutely beautiful. So that's the homemade brown bread that I made this morning, and I will definitely, it's so simple. So the ingredients you need is the plain flour, you need your coarse wholemeal flour, you need your buttermilk, you need a little bit of baking powder. I always use it. And a very important ingredient, of course, is our bread soda. And as I told you, make sure that there's no lumps in anything. A little pinch of salt, and you saw the amount of sugar I put in. I don't know why I always put a tiny bit of sugar in it. Maybe not always, but it's nice. I just put a little bit in, and then you mix it well in your bowl with your spoon. Try and avoid your hands if you can, because the heat of your hands, apparently you're not supposed to touch the dough if you can. And then when you have that little well in the middle, put in your olive oil, and then it will definitely take nearly a pint of the buttermilk. And I would recommend the buttermilk for everything that we do in the line of baking. As I said, you can put a little bit first, and so you're happy, add another little bit, and then add another little bit. Don't be afraid to have it a bit too moist. I think it's dry. I think it, I don't know, I like it a bit moist. As you can see there, that that's what it looks like, and it is gorgeous. And I'm just going to taste a tiny bit of it now. I'm going to really, my God, do you know what it is? It is so light, and it's gorgeous, and I really mean it. I would recommend this to anyone. So, and it's so easy. As I said, you put in your buttermilk and keep it, and then when you put it on the plate, like I did on the table one go, just knead it from the outside in. Don't try and put your hands into the middle of it. That is absolutely gorgeous, and thank you very much. Now the lady that asked me to make that this morning, she's in America. Kaki is her name, Kaki Mullen, and I have been watching it to the people that leave the comments for me to know that I do some dishes for you. So next Tuesday there is a lady from I did give her. Don't tell me now that I didn't. I have it here. I write down if people ask me for recipes. So on Tuesday next week, I'm going to do a cottage pie, and it was Geraldine O'Leary that asked me. And again, a lovely winter dish. There's a cottage pie and there's a shepherd's pie, but we're doing the cottage pie. I'll tell you all about that next week. We put up this menu, but if you watch the video here and watch what I did, you won't make a mistake. But I will put up the recipe for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would like to say a big, huge thank you to everyone that's watching in this morning. And Miriam will probably see you again next week. Today's Friday. I will see you on Tuesday again. Miriam's on, I think, on Thursday, she told me. I'm back again on Friday, and keep coming in with the comments if you want something done. If I can do it, I'll do it for you. Somebody asked me last night to know would I do a gluten-free dish. Again, nothing is impossible. We don't know everything, but it is very easy to find out. And as I said, I will definitely do my utmost for you. And as I said, I don't do these dishes every day. And but next week I will definitely do something warm for the healthy tea again as well. Again, as I said, thank you very much for watching. And I don't know if there's comments coming in here because I didn't look. But let me give a quick look if I can. But I didn't see them. Maybe I didn't see them at all. But anyway, I'll see them afterwards anyway. And thank you very much for joining in this morning. And I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thank you. Bye bye.